Okay, team. So here's the tea. We, as women, were born to be hot and wield swords. And we're just not. Hey guys, welcome back. This lighting is rough, but I don't know how to fix it, and I don't know if I want to. How much do I want to fix this lighting? I think I'm gonna ignore it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, aka Nico Zamu. Thank you for clicking on. Now that that's said and done, we have a lot to talk about. And by a lot, I mean I have a lot to talk about. And by we, I mean just me. Poetry. So today we're going to be talking about fantasy, specifically my fantasy book recommendations to you, the audience. Why am I recommending you fantasy, do you ask? So this week I read Fourth Wing. I finished it all in one sitting. It was so good. I enjoyed it. I loved it. Yes, you heard me right. I finished it all in one sitting. 9 hours of sitting there on my couch, just non-stop reading. And it was so good. The TikTok girlies in this instance were right. They were absolutely correct. That book was so amazing, and it reignited my love for that specific fantasy genre. I think if you are to watch, I was going to say any of my content, but specifically my first video, you'll see that I love fantasy in general. That is just my favorite genre. It's what I end up gravitating towards naturally. That specific genre that encompasses like books like Fourth Wing, it reignited my love for it, where it reminded me of how much I used to love this type of fantasy novels, and I still do love it. I just had moved away from it for the past couple months, but we're back. We're back. I'm committed. I'm here. Don't talk about how long it took me to read Fourth Wing, okay? I just said I'm back, alright? So don't talk about it. But yeah, in the spirit of being back, I'm gonna recommend to you my favorite fantasy / romantasy. I'm gonna give you it was supposed to be top 5, but a couple more snuck in there, so it's like 8. So almost top 5 5-star fantasy reads recommended to you from me. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not giving you these recommendations in any specific order except for this one. This one is my favorite book and is my favorite fantasy, romantasy, favorite book of all time. Like, this is just number 1 for me. And that is The 100,000 Kingdom by N.K. Jemisin. This book follows along. Before we even start, I just want to apologize in advance for all the names I'm about to butcher, because these fantasy names, like, please. Follow the main character, Yin, Dar, Yan, Dar, whatever. We follow her along as she is brought into the capital city of the kingdom that she lives in, which is called Sky, which is where all the higher class and the higher echelon of people live. She, through her mother, is related to them and is directly related to the leader of the Sky people. So she is essentially in the running for the throne of the Sky Kingdom. So it's kind of like a Game of Thrones-esque type of situation where she's being brought in and these power play dynamics are at work, and it's a do or die type thing. So she showed up very much being like, I'm gonna be the one that they kill, because her 2 cousins are also in the running for the throne. So she's like, well, obviously I'm the one they're gonna kill. But right, so that's the thing about these fantasy books or these romantasy books, is that you start off in human politics, but by the time you finish up the story or the series, you're up in, like, it's way beyond the problems that the main character thought she was getting into in the beginning. As the story progresses and as she shows up to Sky to kind of play these power games for the throne specifically, she realizes that there's something else at work here. Like, the throne is the least of her worries, and she's discovering things about herself and things about her family and her heritage, and just figuring out that the role that she thought she was supposed to play in all this is not the actual role, right? Like, she's got bigger things to worry about. So this book, why am I so out of breath? This is so embarrassing. Oh, of course, the romance. Yeah, obviously, the romantic love interest is the god of darkness and night. Of course. Duh. I mean, come on, guys. Of course the god of darkness is gonna fall in love with her, like, please. No, it's so good. It's my favorite story of all time. It is one of a trilogy. The trilogy is told between different point of views of different characters within the story and not within the same like chronological timeline. So it can be read as a standalone. One of my favorites of all time, if not my favorite of all time. Definitely recommend. So the second 5-star book recommendation I have for you, and before we go any further, I just want to say, when I say 5 stars, I'm giving it 5 stars for how fun it is, right? I'm not sitting here and telling you these books are like masterpieces of literature, or whatever the case is. They require a graduate level intelligence and understanding of the English language to understand. It is truly just fun. It's fun reading, it's entertaining, it's for the girls. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say this is a 5-star book. So don't come up at me in the comments talking about like, that's not 5 stars. It's 5 stars to me. Okay? So the next 5-star fantasy read I have for you guys is Daughter of No World. It is by Carissa Broadbent, and it is part of the War of Lost Hearts. This book does not get credit it deserves, in my opinion. This book has all of the makings of like commercial, that's the word I was looking for, commercial successes. And this one didn't get the same traction, but I don't know why, because it's amazing. Okay, it's fantastic. We follow along, again with the names, Tisana, who is a slave or a former slave. Her region when she was young was taken over. Her family was sent to be like to do slave labor, and she was taken and bought to do, trigger warning, like pleasure, slavery, like pleasure labor. Yikes. Her goal is to buy her freedom, flee, and go to the Order of Magicians, which is the main military organization in this world, to learn combat, to learn magic, and to come back and free her enslaved people. The romance is it's a main part of the story, but it's also a little bit more secondary because there's a lot more at play, right? Her main goal is to learn magic, come back, free her people, but there's politics, there's government at play. Maxentarius himself has like secrets and things about this government, this order that he hates, that he's not telling her. So she's kind of figuring out where she fits in all this. And of course, as usual, war is brewing. This one wasn't as like technically crazy or like technically impressive the way the 100,000 Kingdoms was, but it has all the makings of a commercial like romantasy success. I recommend 5 stars. I truly enjoyed it. It has 2 more books in the trilogy, like 5 stars. Can't go wrong with it. I just want to apologize in advance if the lighting still sucks. I know it probably does, but just know I'm apologizing to you. So the next book, kind of the same thing as the other one. It's not as technically crazy. It's not as like much of a standout as, like it could have been or should have been. But the next book is A Promise of Fire by Amanda Buchet. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names. If you like Percy Jackson and you're an adult, you're gonna love this book. This is basically Percy Jackson, but make it in Greek times or in a Greek setting for adults. It's so good. We follow the main character, Kat Fissa, who she lives in this it's called the Known Continent. Kat Fissa is hiding within the circus in one of the regions. She has magic. In this world, you have normal people, and then you have magical users, and then you have the gods. And the gods are the ones who gift magic users with their magic. So Kat Fissa is in hiding in a circus because she essentially camouflaged as what's called a soothsayer, so basically someone who can tell if someone's telling the truth. But really, she was born as the prophesized kingmaker. So these are people with, or women specifically, with very specific powers that prophecy or legend states can make or break kingdoms. So she's hiding. She's not even know. She's not involved in kingdom politics. She's not getting help. So then we have our dark and mysterious leading man come in. His name is Griffin, and he's a warlord. I think it's the South. Yeah. So Griffin, the warlord from the tribal non-magic South, came in and took over by like basically defeating them in battle and made his sister queen. So he's looking for the kingmaker to basically ensure his sister's queendom, I guess. And he kidnaps her. But it's a fun kidnapping. Out of all the books that I'm mentioning, this one is the most lighthearted. It has the best banter. I love the characters. Like, it's truly Percy Jackson for adult women. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So, 5 stars. next book I'm gonna talk about is Fourth Wing. We follow Violet. She is being forced by her mother, the general, to be a dragon rider. She doesn't want to, so she has to go to this school, like a war college, to learn how to be a dragon rider. And her biggest thing is she needs to survive the war college and hope and see if she gets chosen by a dragon. And of course, there's the love interest Zayden, who wants to kill her and's got secrets, obviously. I'm gonna read the next 2 books in this shortly, so I'm probably gonna put up a video then, but 5 stars. So the next book I'm going to recommend to you guys is, I don't have it physically, but I think it's a staple. Like, I think it is the blueprint. Like, this book walked so that way the Clockwork Orange series and City of Bones and ACOTAR and Fourth Wing and all these books that have popped off since, these romantasy novels, that book walked so those could run. And that is Gracling. It's a standalone novel. I read it when I was in middle school. It follows Kat, who is basically in a medieval kingdom, and her gift, everyone is born with a gift. Her gift is to kill people. And so she's basically the assassin, the main assassin to the king, and we follow along as she tries to navigate like what her true gift is, and you know, like the curse of that being hers. And you know, of course she falls in love with like a dude. The blueprint, truly love it. 5 stars. I haven't read it in years. I'll reread that one too. And that's about it. That sums up this recommendation. It's recommendation video. It's short, it's sweet, it's fast, it's kind of a mess, but it's just something to put out there. I wanted to do this while I still have that zest and that, you know, passion right now for this specific subgenre of fantasy. If you guys have any further recommendations for me, please let me know in the comments. Before you guys start commenting like, what about ACOTAR? What about... I haven't read it. I'm gonna be so honest with you, I have not read that. It's next though. I'm reading it, so don't spoil anything, don't tell me anything. I know I'm late, but I'm gonna read that, so I'm probably gonna make a video about that too shortly. So that pretty much sums up today's video. Thanks for clicking, thanks for being here. If you liked it, go ahead and like and subscribe for more. I will probably be doing another video shortly, and have a good rest of your day.